Beneath these crumbling walls lies a history stained with tragedy and whispers of the paranormal. The very air seems to carry the weight of countless untold stories, each more haunting than the last. Asylums, once sanctuaries for the mentally ill, now stand as chilling monuments to forgotten souls. These places, intended to heal, often became prisons of despair, where hope was a distant memory. These institutions, often shrouded in secrecy, bore witness to unspeakable suffering and despair. The walls, if they could speak, would tell tales of anguish and torment that defy comprehension. The energy of these tormented souls, trapped within the walls, continues to haunt these decaying structures. Their presence is felt in every creak of the floorboards, every whisper of the wind. As we step into the chilling realm of haunted asylums, we uncover a world where the line between sanity and madness blurs. Each room, each corridor, holds a fragment of a dark past, waiting to be discovered. The weight of the past seeps through the cracks, sending shivers down our spines. It's as if the very essence of the suffering endured here has seeped into the walls, forever marking these places with a sense of dread. Join us as we delve into the dark depths of these forgotten institutions, where the echoes of tormented souls still linger. Each step we take brings us closer to understanding the pain and sorrow that once filled these halls. Prepare yourself, for the journey ahead will test your courage and leave you questioning the very nature of reality. The shadows of the past are long, and their whispers are ever present, waiting to be heard. The 19th century saw a surge in asylums, often called lunatic asylums or mental hospitals. These institutions, intended as havens for the mentally ill, quickly became overcrowded and understaffed. Treatments were often barbaric and inhumane, ranging from physical restraints to ice baths and electroshock therapy. Overcrowding, lack of hygiene, and rampant diseases like tuberculosis plagued these asylums. Patients, stripped of their dignity and subjected to horrific conditions, often succumbed to their illnesses or the treatments themselves. These tragedies left an indelible mark on the very fabric of these institutions. The anguish and despair seeped into the walls, creating a breeding ground for paranormal activity. Waverly Hill Sanatorium, perched atop a hill in Kentucky, is a chilling example of a haunted asylum. Built in 1910 to combat tuberculosis, it quickly gained notoriety for its experimental treatments and high mortality rate. One of the most infamous stories involves room 502, where a pregnant nurse allegedly hanged herself. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported seeing her shadow lurking in the hallways, her cries echoing through the empty rooms. Another chilling tale speaks of a young boy who roams the halls, bouncing a ball. He's believed to be the spirit of one of the many children who succumbed to tuberculosis within those very walls. Section 4. The Unseen Agony Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. In the hills of West Virginia stands the imposing structure of the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. This massive building, with its Gothic architecture and sprawling grounds, has a dark and storied past that continues to captivate and terrify. Operational from 1864 to 1994, it housed thousands of patients with various mental illnesses. The asylum was originally designed to hold 250 people, but at its peak, it crammed in over 2,400 patients. The asylum was plagued by overcrowding, and stories of patient mistreatment and neglect are abundant. Patients were often subjected to inhumane treatments, including electroshock therapy and lobotomies. Visitors and staff have reported full-bodied apparitions, disembodied voices, and unexplained physical contact. Many believe the spirits of those who suffered here still linger, unable to find peace. Shadowy figures are said to dart through the corridors, their mournful cries echoing through the empty cells. The atmosphere is thick with a sense of dread, as if the walls themselves hold the memories of the past. One chilling account tells of a malevolent entity residing in Ward 4, where violent patients were once kept. This entity is said to be particularly aggressive, targeting those who dare to enter its domain. It is said that this entity can manipulate objects, slam doors, and even physically harm visitors. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum remains a place of mystery and fear, where the past and present seem to intertwine in a haunting dance. Section 5. Echoes of Madness, Danvers State Hospital. Danvers State Hospital in Massachusetts, known for its distinctive Kirkbride architecture, is another asylum steeped in tragic history. Operational from 1878 to 1992, it became infamous for its experimental treatments, including lobotomies. The asylum's imposing structure seemed to amplify the suffering within its walls. Reports of paranormal activity are widespread, ranging from cold spots and disembodied whispers to full-bodied apparitions and objects moving on their own. Some believe the spirits of patients who underwent lobotomies are trapped within the building, their tormented energy fueling the paranormal activity. Section 6. Lingering Presence, Rolling Hills. Asylum. Rolling Hills Asylum in New York, once known as the Genesee County Poor Farm, housed a diverse population, including orphans, the elderly, and the mentally ill. This institution was a place of refuge for those who had nowhere else to go, but it was also a place of great sorrow and hardship. Operating from 1827 to 1974, it witnessed its fair share of suffering and death. The walls of this institution have seen countless stories of despair, resilience, and the human spirit's struggle to survive in the face of adversity. Today, Rolling Hills Asylum is a hotbed of paranormal activity. The spirits of those who once lived here are said to linger, their presence felt by those who dare to explore its haunted halls. Visitors and investigators have reported seeing apparitions of former residents, hearing disembodied voices, and experiencing unexplained physical sensations. These encounters have made Rolling Hills a popular destination for ghost hunters and thrill seekers alike. One of the most well-known entities is Roy, a developmentally disabled man who spent his life in the asylum. His story is one of the many tragic tales that continue to haunt the halls of Rolling Hills. Visitors claim to hear his laughter echoing through the halls, a chilling reminder of the lives lived and lost within those very walls. The echoes of the past seem to come alive, making Rolling Hills Asylum a place where history and the supernatural intertwine. Section 7. Are they still there? As we explore these haunted asylums, we're confronted with the chilling remnants of a dark past. The stories and experiences shared within these walls paint a haunting picture of suffering, despair, and the enduring power of the human spirit. But one question remains: are these tormented souls still trapped within these decaying walls, seeking solace or perhaps revenge? Or are these hauntings merely echoes of a troubled past, a reminder of the fragility of the human mind and the enduring power of our fears? The answer, my friends, lies hidden within the shadows of these haunted asylums, waiting for those brave enough to seek it out.